Hey everybody, I'm sitting out on the swing enjoying the day, and I just started laughing to myself and thought I'd share this memory. It's funny and silly, and it shows my naivete to the millionth degree. So when I was young, I lived in Alameda, right? And I came from some families that were fairly prominent. And my aunt was one of the original Raiderettes. She lived with Fred Biletnikoff. He lived with us, and my mom. And so we used to have people like Madden. It's not the same team, but we'd have people like Madden and a lot. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't say all that. You know what? I will edit that part out and come back. I could see why people wanted to talk to Freddie. He was really cool. He swore a lot. His favorite word was fuck. If you think of Fred Biletnikoff, besides the Raiders, what comes to mind? The word fuck. And coaching, because he, coached. But anyway, it was funny because I was so naive that when he moved, I took over his bedroom. It was a really nice room. It was good size and everything. I liked the room. So I generally would keep the curtains closed, but that's because I was in the room dancing and doing my own thing, and I didn't want everyone to see me. But sometimes people would go by the window and they'd throw rocks or, hey, 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 yell up to the window or whatever. And, I'm thinking, yes, somebody has come to see me. I have a friend, somebody is excited, and I'd be just shit excited. Print my hair, get all cute, go to the window, open it. And then I'd see these men or guys looking at me, or boys or whatever, and their faces would go, hmm. And I'm like, what is this? They knocked on my window, they happy to see me? No, they wanted to see Fred Biletnikoff. It... They wanted to see the famous football player, not some young girl. They didn't give two shits. But it was hilarious because when it would happen at first, I just didn't get it. I didn't understand it. And there was this boy who lived across from me. And he would sit in his window for fucking hours and hours like this, staring at my window. It was so uncomfortable. And I, at one point, got so pissed. I remember throwing open the curtains and telling him off. I was like, stop staring in the window. This is my room. This is my room. I live here. Freddie ain't here no more. I mean, he still came by all the time, as did a lot of the other Raiders and other teams and sports and blah, 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 blah. But I didn't know what was going on. When you grow up in a certain environment, you don't know anything different. I didn't know that not everyone went to school without snipers and armed guards on the roof because the presidents would visit your school, etc., etc. I didn't know this wasn't normal. Wow, the naivete is real. So it was cute, though. That was just a funny little story that I thought I'd share. Nothing really to it. I was just a funny memory of how people would come to the window and I'd get excited thinking I had a friend, but they just wanted to see famous Freddie. Until I told that boy off that day and said, he don't live here anymore. Stop. It's annoying me. And then we became good friends and we used to hang out together and he taught me how to play Connect 4. And all kinds of other shit. It was cute. But anyway, just sharing silliness. Side note, with the Raiderettes, originally there were only 3. There were only 3 Raiderettes. My aunt was one of them. I forgot what they were called before they were called the Raiderettes. But my aunt was one of them that traveled with them and went on tours and so forth. So she had all kinds of great stories to share. That's for certain. And her little uniform that she wore was so tiny because my aunt was only like 4'11", and the uniform they wore was so cute. It was so funny. It was a black little 2-piece that on the back of it said Flankers, which I believe was Freddie's bar at the time, and number 25. I have pictures. I think I'll look for them and maybe post them here, add a few little pictures here and there of some history, because it's cool to share history. Plus, not many people can say they have one of these because there's only 3. There are no more. So it's kind of cool.